Biodegradable man, change your handle to passive aggressive man. You glowed all you wanted. I've stayed calm while I said my comments, doing character assassination out of the blue, criticizing you for things you don't even believe. I'm very calm when I do that. Well, good for you. Very good for you. Right? I don't give a damn. I don't have to be calm. You say all this bullshit, and it's not even about me. It'd be stupid enough if you just said it about my views and characterized my views. But you believe all kinds of crazy stuff. I say that suffering is not bad. What? Are you nuts? And you want to pull out of your back pocket suffering children that I'm not being specific about because who could be bothered to find out a real one in my imagination? Oh, suffering children. Yeah, and that same child, that same hypothetical child, though, which I feel bad for their suffering, if they have a miraculous recovery and their parents are like, oh my God, today the world is good, my baby has been saved. You're still there. No, it's miserable. It's still miserable. There's another one. Fuck him then. It's like the opposite of people, that they want to, pro-life until you're born, then fuck you. When you make these character assassinations that have no basis in reality. You don't understand me. You don't understand great text at all either. And you've watched a lot of videos. And you're clueless. And you want to say, you're the kind of person that makes Gary despondent with the world. Oh, no, I am not. I mean, Gary doesn't have that attitude. Gary knows that on a level of how we live our life and what we believe in, that I'm down there with him on the corner going, IRV, I don't care if you know what it means, you ought to learn. He gets on me a little bit on that about having procreated, but that's very different from what you're doing. You're just fucking nuts, man. You just say, hey, he does this, and oh no, it's that, and you're a very kind of bad person for this and these, and you just don't, you're one of these people, you can't acknowledge what's going on in front of you. I hate you people whose favorite color is red. No, oh, well, you shouldn't hate them for that, but hey, my favorite color is green. Yeah, but that's fine, go ahead and wear your red shirts. I mean, it's no relationship at all to what the information that is flowing around you. You want to paint me like some saccharine poet that says love poems about the world? What the hell are you talking about? What are you doing? I've never done that kind of thing. And I've talked about politics. This channel isn't about politics. You might not have noticed. I've given links. There's political writing of mine on the net. But when I talk about politics, it's pretty damn clear. I think there's a problem with the situation that we're in the world. And you just want to act like you're the endorser of suffering doesn't matter. What? What is the problem with you guys? Why also does the passive aggressiveness go with the totally obtuseness, inability to get information from the surroundings? Why do those go together? I do not get it. And biodegradable man, you're a big Inmandham fan. Learn why it's better that Gary is aggressive than passive aggressive. That's the only apology for how nuts he gets sometimes, is at least he's not shivving a little slightly weird thing with an assumption of who you fucking are. Well, you could say that Gary does that, but compared to you, he never does it, okay? And he definitely is not as nuts as you about just crazy attributions. He does slowly, he might still say, well, you still believe this, and to me that means, But you don't even care what the person believes. You have no picture in your mind of what I believe, and yet you're there going, you're the kind of person in because you believe that suffering isn't even bad. Well, there's a kid in the hospital. And I say, save the melodrama. And then you're like, it's not melodrama, it's real drama. Well, first of all, it's not real drama because you made it up. You're not thinking of a real kid, are you? Go get on fucking line and read about a real kid. Tell me about him. Okay, then 2, save it, because I already care about that suffering, and I've never said otherwise. And to you, I've specifically said how I feel about suffering. You're nuts. Okay, my belief that the badness of suffering can be justified on the subjective information that we get about it is not saying there isn't any importance to it. It's an epistemological issue. It's about how we know there's suffering. I say it's through my eyes and my ears, and I read and I see. You say, who cares? I'm just... And then you want to exploit children in the hospital for your own gain because you hate life and can't handle joy. You can't acknowledge it. You can't endorse it. Someone's suffering, oh, you can endorse that, saying you're against it. But what I notice is, oh, yeah, that's an important thing, that suffering. Then they could have it, turn around and have it, that turn into a joy. And you'd be like, I'm not thinking about that anymore. Your obsession with suffering doesn't make you a better person. All right? Because you are so obsessed with this idea of suffering, tell me what you do about it. Are you politically active? See, I've been politically active. The suffering in the world has bothered me into action before. Has it ever bothered you into actual action, trying to do something about it? If so, what? Talk about that for a bit, because your ability to understand people and then describe their position and why you disapprove is non-existent. I meant not to cuss during this video, so I will obviously have to work on that.